Well, the Suzuki's got a little bit of a problem. Nothing major, but more carb problems. Probably put on about 500 miles since we had to clean it last time because the idle jet got plugged. Now, it idles perfect, but when you go to rev it, it cuts out because the main jet in it is clogged now. So once again, we'll be popping off a side panel to get to the carb. Now we got all them clips loose. Get your pull start out of the way here. Off comes your panel. Then you just got your carb right back there. And what we're going to do this time probably, because this is the second time it's plugged now in under 500 miles. This fuel line here, there's absolutely no filter. You get a little screen thing coming out of the thing on the bottom of your gas tank, but there's still dirt getting in that carb, so we figure we'll put an inline fuel filter right in here. Well, in this case, ours doesn't have an off on it. Some of them do. If you'll take yourself a needle nose vice grips, put some vacuum line or fuel line on the end of it so you don't wreck your fuel line. You'll just put it on your fuel line and clamp it off. Okay, fuel line is off and out of the way. And now this carb has got to get pulled out of there. You got to get it out of both of those boots, the boot on the air intake and on the engine. It's easier if you pull it out of the intake boot first. Then once you have that off of there, you just pop the intake boot out of the way. And you can take and pull it out of the engine. Okay, this here is all the really farther it'll pull to the side. You got your 4 screws on your bowl. Take your bowl off. Have a rag to catch the gas that comes out since that's full of gas though. All the screws on the bowl are out. So we're ready to pop them jets out of there and get them all nice and clean. I'm gonna clean all of them instead of just cleaning the main jet because I figured they all could use it just while I'm in here so I don't have to do this again later. Okay, take a nut driver. You're gonna turn that jet, get it loose. This one here is the main jet. This is the one where it's causing problem because it won't rev up. So what you take and do, you look at the light with it. Can't tell on the camera, but I can still see through it some. Still see a little bit of light through the jet, but it is partially plugged. You can see that it's partially restricted. So I'll take and I'll blow that out, and if needed I'll use a toothpick or something to get the junk out of there. I'll just make sure it's all good and clean. Then you do that with the rest of them jets. There's one here, and then one up inside this tube there. So just make sure they're all good and clean. Okay, jets are back in and bowl is on. Now the fun part, getting it back inside both of them boots. Well, got the carb back in. She runs great. So she's all better. Just gotta put my side panel back on.